Hello everyone and welcome back. In my previous video, I discussed a few different types of phone scam, such as impersonation scams, fake windfalls, and remote access scams. Today, we will look at the type of scam that is costing Australians over $1 billion every year, investment scams. In particular, investment scams where you are approached over the phone. Some investment scams may share traits in common with impersonation scams, in that they pretend to represent a legitimate company. They may even pretend to be from your bank, offering you an exclusive, customer-only investment opportunity. In other cases, they may offer completely fake investments that don't exist, but in all cases, they are extremely sophisticated and can be very difficult to spot. MoneySmart.gov.au provides a lot of valuable information on spotting and avoiding scams, and I will provide the links in the video description. Referring to investment scams, MoneySmart states that scams are often hard to spot and can feel legitimate in the moment. Scammers can use professional-looking websites, advertisements, and apps and impersonate legitimate companies. The warning signs for investment scams can be a little different than for the impersonation scams discussed previously, though they also often approach you via unsolicited phone call. While some of these scams can take the high-pressure approach, others are so sophisticated and well set up that they are confident that you won't be able to spot that it is a scam, even if you take your time to investigate their claims. These scams cost smart and careful people enormous amounts of money and heartache every year. Investment scams are extremely lucrative, so these criminals can afford to spend a significant amount of cash to appear legitimate. They may even use real investment trading platforms to run their scams, or place fake endorsements from official government agencies on their websites. For example, they may use the logo of the Australian Securities and Investments Commission, or ASIC, and claim to be officially endorsed by ASIC. This is a huge warning sign of a scam. The use of government logos is not allowed when promoting financial services or investments. They may use artificial intelligence to fake celebrity endorsement videos. They may set up official-looking investment comparison websites to gather your information so that they can contact you with their scams later. The list of techniques used by these criminals is long, but there can still be warning signs and a few ways to ensure that you are investing your hard-earned money in the right place. Some warning signs of investment scams. Number 1. It is just too good to be true, with high rewards and low risk. Be suspicious of any investment with guaranteed very high rates of return. Number 2, there is still often a sense of urgency, with scammers saying things like act quickly or you'll miss out on this amazing opportunity. They may claim to have inside information or offer to get you in early on a new share offering. They may offer unrealistic guarantees that make the supposed investment very low or even zero risk, such as claiming that the investment is guaranteed by the government. Another warning sign is that they do not have an Australian financial services licence, or they use government logos on their website and promotional materials, which, as we discussed earlier, is not allowed. They may encourage you to share the investment opportunity with your family and friends, especially if they are promoting a Ponzi scheme. It is also a warning sign if they contact you repeatedly and are very insistent. Another warning sign is that they may offer tax-free returns, or the broker or the company being invested in is located overseas. When you send your money overseas, it is much more difficult to recover. Another warning sign is that they want you to withdraw your super and start a self-managed super fund. And the final warning sign on this list is that they want you to invest in, or even worse, pay them with cryptocurrency. I will just make a very quick mention here of crypto scams, as cryptocurrency is a trendy investment at the moment. Cryptocurrency is a ripe environment for scammers, as crypto is largely unregulated and losses are extremely difficult to recover. Investing in cryptocurrencies is often hyped as a way to make a quick profit, but the risks are ridiculously high. They are extremely volatile and just not a safe investment, even if it isn't a scam. In other words, if someone tries to convince you to invest in crypto, just run in the opposite direction. Now we are going to look at some investment scams that are much more difficult to spot. They may appear to be perfectly safe and legitimate, and unfortunately, these sophisticated scams are becoming more prevalent all the time. These scammers may pretend to be a genuine financial services company or bank and offer well-known safe investments such as bonds or long-term deposits. These scams may not offer huge returns, but aim to appeal to those looking for a safe, long-term investment. They do not use high-pressure tactics at all. They do not even contact you by unsolicited phone call. They wait for you to find them. These scammers use professional-looking websites that show up high in search engine results. They are willing to pay a lot of money for advertising and to ensure that their websites appear at the top of search results. When people researching potential investments come across these sites, there is no indication that the site is not legitimate. These sites may offer investment information or investment comparison services and offer more information or perhaps a conversation with a financial advisor if you enter your contact details. You then receive a follow-up phone call from an extremely professional impersonator of an existing and trusted financial company or bank. They will most likely go to great lengths to look and sound exactly like the real company, using the same email signatures and logos, legitimate-looking email addresses and phone numbers, using the identity of a real employee or representative of the company, even right down to imitating the same voicemail messages and using similar switchboard systems and saying things like, "Calls may be recorded for training purposes," and that they are regulated by the relevant Australian authorities. If you were to call the real company, your experience may be exactly the same as talking to the impersonators. All transactions are done within Australian banks, and there are no warning signs that this is a sophisticated scam. Even smart and cautious people who do their research may not spot the scam unless you know specifically where to look. I have provided a link to an article describing an example of a sophisticated bond investment scam in the video description below. Now I will list some general good practices that can still help you to avoid these investment scams and where to look to find the information that you need. First of all, check any potential investment with the MoneySmart Investor Alert list, which lists known fake investment providers and companies that are being impersonated by scammers. Next, you can put the company or investment name and scam into an internet search engine. If it is a newer scam or one that has previously operated overseas, you may find information that has not yet been reported to any official lists. Or if the company is being impersonated, this search may lead you to a security alert on the real company's website. Next, check ASIC's offer notice board to check that the investment is registered with ASIC. Be aware that scammers may pretend to represent a legitimate investment. Even if this step checks out, continue verifying with further checks. Only invest with licensed financial services providers and verify the company's Australian Financial Services license number with ASIC's professional registers. Be aware that scammers may copy the name and license number of a legitimate company. Even if the license number checks out, follow up with other checks. MoneySmart recommends having someone you trust check before making a large deposit, investment, or money transfer, whether it is a friend, family member, or even someone from your local bank branch. They may spot something that you might have missed. I would also have a licensed financial professional, such as an accountant or financial advisor, take a look at any large investment plans, preferably in person, even if an appointment is costly. Which would be worse, losing the cost of a professional fee or losing all of the money that you had planned to invest. I'll also provide a link in the video description below to the MoneySmart Check Before You Invest checklist, which is a very helpful webpage which provides a lot of links and handy instructions for verifying if an investment is real. Finally, I would not trust any investment comparison websites nor enter any personal details into one of these sites. Don't go looking for financial advice from a search engine or click on an online advertisement for financial services. Go to your bank, accountant, or financial advisor. Once again, we have covered a lot of information in this video. I think that perhaps the most important takeaway is that, like with any other scam, the key is often to avoid being pressured into a hasty decision. Take your time, do careful research, and consult with a professional if at all unsure or if there are large amounts of money involved. It is better to be safe than sorry. Thank you for watching. I hope that some of the information provided is useful to you. If you know someone who is currently looking for somewhere to invest their money, perhaps share this video so that they can be aware of potential pitfalls. If this video was useful, please consider leaving a like and/or subscribing. This lets the YouTube algorithm know that this content was useful to you, so this video may be suggested to others looking for similar content.